What's up? Welcome back, y'all. We back with another story time. Yes, I'm in the same outfit. I'm bulk recording. I could not leave y'all hanging, so I'm like, I'm gonna just have to bulk record, and then just gonna have to look at this turtleneck again, okay? So yeah, we back with another story time. Y'all know the vibes. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, and tune in for this tea.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
So this was like around the time that I could start spending the night at people's house. But the thing was, I couldn't spend the night over nobody's house that had like a dad in the house or a brother, a cousin, a male cousin, nothing like that, an uncle, nobody like that. So I never spent the night at Aisha's house. Not Aisha, Alicia's house. So Chelsea was the person I could spend the night at her house because she only had, and my friend Bree. Well, I was way older when I started spending the night at Bree's house. But yeah, she only had her mom and her sister living there and her baby, of course. So at the time, it was only the mom and the sister, but her brother did start living with them, and I never told my aunt that Chelsea's brother moved in. So yeah, I could spend the night over there. So when I tell you the first time I asked like the week before, and I had to finesse because I was like, can I spend the night over Chelsea's house this weekend? And she was like, no. So I was like, okay, but what about next weekend? She was like, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Whatever. Fast forward. Basically, I asked a week before. My aunt and Chelsea's mom, they had to talk on the phone, get all the details worked out. Y'all, it was a mess. But it's crazy because my aunt and Chelsea's mom remind me so much of each other. And it was crazy because like Chelsea's mom had a smart mouth, and she said something like, I remember her saying something like, I don't know why Chelsea keep inviting her little friends here. I don't even want her here. Okay, I literally did not mean smart mouth. I meant she had like a real sarcastic sense of humor to the point where I couldn't tell if she was just playing or she was serious. And you know what? I think she was serious 9 times out of 10. She said something like that and they both bust out laughing. It was funny. I was like, ooh, what my aunt gonna say? What's she gonna say? I don't even want her here either. What's she gonna agree? She gonna be fake? But nah, they just bust out laughing. Anyway, the weekend coming up, and girl, when I tell you that's all we talking about is me spending the night at her house, we just talking about it. She was like, yeah, and we can walk to Landon house because I live by Landon and blah blah blah. Landon was my man. So I was like, I didn't even think about that. I promise you I wasn't even thinking about that. But I'm like, hell yeah, we finna walk to Landon house. I don't know what we was finna do, probably kiss or something. I don't know. But yeah, we talking on the phone, and then Chelsea was like, oh, and that's another thing her mom was saying, like how Chelsea just had company the weekend before, so she don't want to do back-to-back weekends of her having company. So that's another reason why we did like the next weekend too, so it kind of worked out. But anyway, Chelsea was like, girl, yeah, Kiana spent the night at my house and da-da-da. And tell me why that bitch was stinking and da-da-da. And it was like this rumor around the school that Kiana was, thotting and bopping. So she was a 304 and everybody would say that. But honestly, I don't know why everybody said that, because they was saying Chelsea was a 304 too. But Chelsea wasn't even, she was lying about it. But Chelsea was still a V word. She still had her V card. I know that because like the next year, Chelsea called me like right after she lost it. So I was like, and I knew that. I knew she was lying. But what I'm saying, girl, don't listen to Chelsea. She be going around lying. I'm not finna do that as my best friend. You wanna lie? Girl, go ahead and lie. It was a lot of girls lying, honestly. It was a lot of girls lying. I remember sitting at the lunch table and everybody just lying, because I remember Chelsea telling this wild, outlandish story about how she was riding D and her mom walked in on her. And I know good and goddamn well if her mom walked in, she would be at like an alternative school. Her mom didn't play like that. But nobody else knew Chelsea for real. So I was like, okay, they believe in this lie. I didn't believe one word of that lie. And then I remember her telling me like, girl, I was lying. That I'm like, yeah, I know. And she was like, girl, how you know? You ain't know. Bitch, yes, I do know. Like, stop it. So yeah, whatever. Basically, a lot of people used to talk mess about Kiana her and say she had this and had that, but I honestly think that she wasn't even doing nothing. You cannot say this. I know for a fact you cannot say this word on YouTube. What's the street word for it? Hold on, let me Google that. Oh, y'all, is it just me? Listen, I ain't never Googled none of this stuff, but I always thought people were saying the clap and they were saying the clam. Okay, whatever. So it was a rumor that Kiana had the clam. No, actually, I think Chelsea might have started that by telling everybody that her stuff stank. Either, I don't know if the rumor was already started or this helps like make the rumor go around, but either way, Chelsea was like, yeah, she got the clam and her she was stinking. So I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah, and I didn't know how to tell her. So I'm like, you want to take a shower? I was like, you asked that girl if she wanted to take a shower. She was like, yeah, I didn't know what else to say. And I was like, what the fuck? Chelsea is really blunt and bold, and she will, I don't want to say embarrass you, because I kind of, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'm gonna just say what I wanted to say. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say she want to embarrass you when she do this kind of shit. I just feel like she just want to let you know, like, and not sugarcoat it. So that's how I felt. Like, she never be meaning to embarrass me or whoever she's talking about. But honestly, why you telling this girl business? But I guess we was best friends. You know that one rule, like, maybe don't tell nobody else, but your best friend gotta know. If you don't tell nobody else, your best friend gotta know. But you won't tell nobody else. I said that 3 times, but 4 different ways, whatever. So yeah, she was like, yeah, I told her she was smelling a little fishy, so she needed to take a shower. And I was like, what did she say? She was like, what else she gonna say? She gonna take a shower, because why would you say no to taking a shower? And I was like, oh my God, that's embarrassing. You probably embarrassed that girl. And she was just talking shit, like she embarrassed herself coming over here smelling like that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, bitch, no. So we start laughing, not literally laughing at Kiana or nothing. We just laughing. I'm laughing because, bitch, you're mean. Okay. Anyway, y'all already know where this going. Y'all can already see where this going. So y'all, fast forward to the day that I'm finna go to Chelsea's house. It wasn't that Friday because whatever, we had school and everything like that. So I'm going the next day, that Saturday. Tell me why I get up early by 10 o'clock. Is 10 o'clock early? It was early for me on a Saturday because that's my sleep-in day. So you know I'm getting up early. You know I'm excited. I get up early, take a shower, pack my little bags sitting by the door. Bag sitting by the garage door because I'm ready to go. Mind you, we don't end up leaving until about like almost 12-ish because, you know, I don't know. My aunt just felt like, you know, you don't know what time people wake up. So yeah. And noon is a good time to go, I guess. Y'all, when we leaving, we double checking everything. She giving me this long ass speech. She was like, you better not leave Chelsea house. You better act like you got some damn sense. I don't want Chelsea mama calling me for nothing. Da-da-da. Just basically going on and on. Like, if you fuck this up, you ain't coming back over here, okay? Because listen, giving out freedom in my house, it was scarce. We in car. I'm excited. She's still saying little things. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm finna go. Show my ass. Throw my ass. Get a pass. No, I was playing. I was not thinking about doing none of that. I was just really happy to see my friend outside of school. Y'all know how I be. Just like when you go to work on your off day and they get to see you in your outside clothes. It be exciting. I don't know. I text Chelsea, I'm outside. She come outside and her mom following behind her. I got a car. I'm so happy. Her mom come up to my aunt driver's side and talking. Oh, hold up, my chest hurt. They talking, which I don't know what they said because I got out the car and all I hear my aunt from the window when she about to drive off is, don't forget what I told you. I'm like, okay, you're embarrassing me as usual. Stop it, please. Stop it. Immediately when we get there, Chelsea was like, Mom, can we go back to Jack in the Box, blah, blah, blah. And her mom was like, no, I'll take y'all in a bit, da-da-da. And she was like, Mom, it's just right up the street, blah, blah, blah. Can we walk, please, da-da? I'm going to take my phone, whatever. I'm going to text you and keep you updated. All kinds of stuff. So we finessed our way out the house because she was like, because her aunt said she was not supposed to leave the house and da-da-da. But at the end of the day, her mom was just trying to act like, you know, she cared. Not that she cared, because of course she cared, but she was just acting. Because, girl, you know. So we got out the house, whatever, we made that walk. She was like, girl, you want to stop by Landon's house? I'm like, girl, you don't want to call him to see if he at home first? Because she really just wanted to see Landon's best friend. Mind you, his best friend was dating one of our other friends. But for some reason, she still wanted to talk and mess with him. I text Landon, hey, are you at home? He don't text back. So we about at Jack in the Box. We passed him now. So yeah, we go get our food and we, did we walk back? Did we take the food back? Girl, we walked that food back because I remember sipping my drink on that walk back. Why didn't we eat it there? Our food was gonna get cold. Not the heavy breathing coming from my... All I hear is... Get out! No. Okay, so anyway, we get back to Chelsea's house. We eat our food or whatever. And she called our other... Y'all, this girl called our other friend. The same friend that she was just like, she wanted to go see her man because that friend... How can I explain this? I be overthinking and I was really about to confuse y'all. Chelsea called the girl that was dating Landon's best friend. Even though Chelsea was just about to go mess with her man, she called her up on the phone for some reason. His friend was dating our other friend. So Chelsea called that friend telling her to come over. And I'm like, wasn't you just trying to see her little man, her man? Eventually we hang up. I don't know. She had to go do something. So we go upstairs and we was just talking and playing around. Y'all, we get to slap boxing. Y'all know how the boys used to slap box. So we doing like the girl version of that. We practicing fighting. We used to practice fighting a lot. It was like a thing like she'd take me down. It was a situation where she took me down, but I got out of it. Y'all, one thing I knew how to do was get out of stuff. Like my little ass could get out of a headlock. I could get out of you taking me down real quick. And I remember her saying like something like, "Your little ass is quick." I was not that short. Like maybe I was like 4'11", but whatever. So I got out of it and I took her down and we started rolling around. And she got irritated. Like we are slap boxing. We're literally practicing. We practicing for when the day come. When the real day come. Why are you mad? I feel like you're not supposed to get mad when you slap boxing. I didn't get mad. And back then my attitude was way worse than it could ever be now. So if I didn't get mad, why the fuck are you mad? This is pretend. This is pretend. But y'all know how some people can't pretend fight because, I don't know, their ego won't let them lose a pretend fight. That's what I feel like happened. I guess because I was so small or something. Maybe it would have felt better if like we was the same height and shit. I don't know. She irritated. When I take her down, she irritated. And she was like, "Okay, get off of me, get off of me." And I'm like, "Why you mad? Like, what the fuck?" So I'm like, "Why you mad?" She was like, "It's enough. I'm done slap boxing. I'm done." And I was like, "But why are you mad? Because I could whoop that ass, huh?" And she was like, "Bitch, you ain't gonna whoop shit." And I was like, "I took you down, didn't I?" Honestly, some people do get offended about the bitches, but like, that's kind of how we used to talk to each other. So she was like, "You ain't take shit down. You ain't take shit down." I tripped over the covers and just saying all kinds of stuff. So we going back and forth and it was really irrelevant. And so she was like, y'all, in the midst of her talking shit, she was like, "You want to take a shower? Like together?" Why this bitch asking me if I want to take a shower? This bitch trying to say my cookie sting. It clicked immediately, almost immediately. At first I was like, what the fuck? This bitch trying to shower together? But then I'm like, I remember her talking about Kiana. You are not finna play with me. You are not finna play with me. So I'm like, bitch, I do not stink. You acting like we didn't just have this conversation. It wasn't even a week ago. It was literally earlier that week. Probably like on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. We was just talking and you was just talking mess about Kiana. Telling me the same thing. Telling me, if a bitch stink, if a bitch ever come back and she stink, I'm gonna just ask that hoe if she wanna take a shower. You forgot you told me, like, did you catch amnesia, girl? So, y'all, my first thought was, like, yeah, I do want to take a shower if I fucking stink. Like, do I stink and I can't smell it? Because, you know, sometimes you could go nose blind. And, ooh, it's a situation that happened, but I don't want to tell it yet. I don't want to. So, anyway, I get offended, obviously. And I'm like, bitch, no, I don't. No, I don't. Because she was like, well, something smells funny. I don't know what something smells funny. So I'm like, well, bitch, it's not me. And I'll like not zoom out the room, but I like swing the door open, go to the restroom. And she like, as she leaves out the room too, because I see her like hurry up and like jogging downstairs as I close the door to the bathroom. Y'all, I go up in the bathroom. This might be TMI. I go up in the bathroom, pull my pants down, and double pack my cookies. I double pack that bitch, smell it. I don't smell nothing. Mind you, I just took a shower this morning. Like, I know we at the stage where our hormones are raging and this and that, but you not gonna stink that fast. The most we did was take a little walk. It wasn't even no blazing hot day. She's mistaken the police. She got them confused. Y'all know what also made me think, like, you know, maybe sometimes girls can't smell it is because, like, especially back then, we used to wear pads. And it used to be, like, a few girls that, like, you don't even have to tell me you're on your period because I could smell it. Like, I don't know if you just didn't have time to change your pad or something, or you, like, nose blind, or maybe it's, like, a situation where you think only you could smell it and nobody else could smell it, but sometimes I could smell that.
Keep that in
Honestly,
mind.
them kind of odors and smells is natural. Like, every girl that had, like, a little odor or smell, you had your pad on too long or anything like that. So come on, I feel like I'm not gonna say everybody because everybody be like, no, could it be me? Could it be me? Some people do be like that, but I feel like I've had a pad on too long and an odor emerged.
Let me correct myself. When we was that young, when you was younger, you didn't know what you was doing for real. Be honest.
Like back then, you couldn't pay me to wear a pad. You cannot pay me to wear a pad. I started wearing pads when I discovered tampons. I was like, what have I been doing all my life? You cannot be serious. I've been wearing tampons. I mean, I've been wearing pads when, what? Ugh. No shade to you if you wear a pad. I just can't do it. I hate feeling like moist. I don't know. So I'm over in her bathroom irritated because I'm like, this bitch really trying to play me. So I'm going through her cabinets like looking for the towels, because y'all know how some people keep the towels in the restroom. So I'm looking for them. I don't find them, but I turn around and I think I finally realized like how dirty her bathroom is. So I'm like, I do not want to take a shower. And one thing about I hate, if I don't have to shower at somebody else's house, I will not shower at nobody else's house. Ever since I was little, I did not like if I have to, I will. Okay, if I'm spending the whole weekend, okay, I'm gonna have to, whatever. But if I don't have to, I know I'm going home the next day, I'm gonna go home and take a shower when I get home. So her restroom was so dirty. So I'm like, how you gonna say somebody need a shower, but you want them to shower up in this dirty restroom? So I come out the restroom. As I walk, mind you, her sister and her mom is now sitting on the couch. It's not like we was being loud or nothing when we was cussing and stuff. So yeah, her sister and her mom sitting on the couch, and okay, how can I explain this? Say the restroom is right here and the couch and stuff is over here. So I'm walking out the restroom. Chelsea's room is like over here. So she opening the door to go to the restroom at the same time, and I'm going like downstairs to get my bag and bring it upstairs. So as I'm walking downstairs, Chelsea must have went up into the bathroom. She was like, bitch, did you shit? But she was like laughing, and her mom was like, Chelsea, watch your fucking mouth. It was a lot going on. They just used to be up in there cussing. She was like, I am not playing with you. I will tell your little friend to go home. You're not finna be around here doing what the fuck you want to do. Like, her mom did not care. She would cuss you out in a second. Not your company, but she would cuss them kids out, her kids, in a second. I was like, no, I didn't. And she was like, I'm just playing. Why are you so serious? Why are you mad that I just, whatever, talking mess? So I just go downstairs and get my bag. I come back upstairs, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This is the perfect time, because I don't want to use that bathroom that she in. So I'm gonna ask the mom if I could use her bathroom. So I'm like, Miss So-and-so, can I use your restroom to take a shower? And she was like, yeah, go ahead, you can use my restroom. Just make sure you put everything back how it go and whatever. So I'm like, okay. I kind of try to take my shower, lotion up, and put my clothes on kind of fast, because I don't feel right being in nobody's room for like extended periods of times. Because if something I'm missing, you're not gonna say, oh, Tatiana was in there for 30 minutes. No, I was in here taking a shower. So yeah, I kind of try to hurry up, and I'm just making sure I get them areas 2 times over, 3 times over, because ain't nobody finna keep saying I stink. I took my whole bag in there, so I take my whole bag out, and I'm walking to Chelsea's room, her mom and stuff still on the couch, and her sister, and I walk by, and I'm like, thank you, Miss So-and-so, and she was like, girl, you don't gotta thank me for washing your ass. Like, her mom was that kind of mom. I go up in Chelsea's room, and I'm sitting on her bed for a second, thinking she finna come out the restroom at any second. So I'm just like on the phone. Oh, y'all know what? I was texting Alicia talking shit, talking about how she was trying to play me. I was telling Alicia, and she was like, girl, fuck her, go home. Matter of fact, you could come spend the night at my house. And I'm like, damn, I cannot spend the night at Alicia's house because your dad there and you got a brother. So yeah, even though her brother was like a little brother, it don't matter though. My aunt did not care. She was not going for it. So I'm sitting on her bed, and I'm like, not you over there rocking and go blow your nose.
Did you even notice I was here?
Yeah, I did. I didn't, but I did. Yeah, I'm sitting on her bed just waiting. And then I hear the shower come on. So I'm like, she just now getting in the shower? Nothing really happened the rest of that night. We ended up talking eventually, because like, what, I'm gonna just be walking around your house having an attitude and stuff. Fast forward to the next morning, I wake up first, because everywhere I go, I always wake up so early. I go wash my face, brush my teeth, and all that kind of stuff. And I just go back in her bed and like sit beside her. I don't lay back down. Then I hear Chelsea mama talking about, Chelsea, get up, get up. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. No, was it 8 o'clock? I think it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. It was real early. It was real early in the morning. So yeah, her mom calling her to try to wake her up. So whatever, she go to the restroom, do everything she need to do. And when she come out, she was like, you want to go to church with me? And I was like, I didn't bring no church clothes. So I'm like, nah, I didn't bring no church clothes because I didn't know you was going to church. And she was like, okay, it's fine. You sure? You don't want my mom to go take you by your house to get some church clothes or whatever? And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, no, because if you take me by my house, I'm going to just want to go home. I'm just want to go in the house. Y'all, I cut the church part out. It was just like a whole church debacle because I didn't want to go to church with her. She called me a little fucking demon. I told her to go to hell. Mind you, it's the Lord's Day. It's Sunday, and we all just up in here tripping. So, yeah, anyway, her mom is cooking. I smell her cooking food and stuff. So, I go downstairs, and her mom was cooking, like, some eggs, bacon, and and malto meal. Oh, y'all, I hate malto meal. I hate malto meal so much. Who eats that? Like, why you couldn't have made grits? But I still tried to eat it because I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for anything. But y'all, I could not. It was one of them situations where I had to fold up the plate and slide it in the trash can because I could not eat that malto meal. It was like, why is it sweet but it tastes like grits with fiber in it? I don't know. I don't like how it tastes. It tastes like sweet oatmeal grits. I go downstairs while Chelsea getting dressed, like changing her clothes and stuff, and I tell her mom good morning, whatever. She give me a plate. I'm like, thank you, and stuff like that. So I'm eating. I taste the malto meal. I'm like, ooh, nope. That's why I'm glad I sat where I sat because my back was facing her, so she couldn't see the faces I was making. But yeah, I'm eating a little bit, taking my time with the grits. I mean, taking my time with the eggs and bacon because I was trying to avoid that shit. But Chelsea come downstairs and she start eating too. So we eating and talking and Chelsea was like, you gonna take a shower? I must have gave her this dumbass look and I'm like, I took a shower yesterday. Because I was over it. I'm just looking like, and she was like, before you came? And I was like, yeah, I took a shower before I came and I took a shower when you was in the shower. And she was like, no, you didn't, because when I got out the shower, you was still on the bed in that same spot. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, why is she clocking my coochie this hard? When we was cool, it was hella cool. But if it was like any slither of an altercation coming or an attitude finna emerge, it was always bitch, 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 no matter how old we was. Mind you, we was friends since we was like 11, 12. So mind you, her mom is on the phone and at this point she getting off the phone. And I think she heard a little bit of what we was saying. So she was like, Chelsea, she did take a shower in my restroom. You was in that other restroom for an hour. So what, you expected her to wait an hour? Because Chelsea was in that restroom for so long. So, and she was like, and I'm pretty sure she wanted to take a shower in my restroom because your restroom always dirty. How you gonna have guests over but don't want to clean up? And just going off on her. And yeah, she was one of the mamas that will embarrass you in front of your friends type of mama. So Chelsea was like, I was in there cleaning it up for her to take a shower and da-da-da-this. So she was like, well, you took too long. I'll let her use my shower and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just looking at her like, yeah, bitch, what now? Leave me and my coochie alone. Like, before her mom chimed in, she was like, no, you didn't. You're lying. Why you lying? Why you lying? You about to take a shower when you go home. Just like trying to antagonize the situation. Like, girl, are you bored? Are you bored? So everybody just talking, right? And Chelsea was like, no, because you don't even let me use your restroom. You don't even let me take a shower in your restroom. Da da da. So everybody's going back and forth. And she was like, because I don't let you use my restroom because you think I want you to fuck it up. You don't even clean up behind yourself. Look at your restroom. You and so talking about her sister don't even keep that restroom clean. At the same time, the sister coming down the stairs. And she was like, you know, I barely use that restroom. I don't be in that damn restroom. That's Chelsea don't know how to clean up behind herself. So, mind you, the sister is grown. Was the sister grown at this point? Yeah, she was finna graduate high school. Did she already graduate? She was either about to graduate or she had literally just graduated high school. So, yeah. Chelsea was dragging it out to the point where I don't even think she believed it no more. I think she was just trying to be annoying and get on her mom's nerves because, listen, y'all do that when I'm not here. Y'all up in here cussing, hollering, yelling at each other on Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. Y'all about to go to church. Why y'all doing all this? So it got awkward, y'all. It got awkward when her mom was like, Chelsea, shut the fuck up. I was like, oh shit, what do I do? So I get up. Her mom like starting to walk closer to Chelsea. Her sister got her back turned, so her sister not even watching. Her sister just making her plate. So that's when I that's when I find my moment and I close that plate up and I slide it in the garbage like I told y'all I was gonna do because I was not eating that fucking malto meal. I'm sorry, I tried. She told me you can add some butter. Nah, that's not gonna help this, ma'am. So I throw that shit away. And so she yelling, I'm sick of you. You want to have company. You don't even clean the fuck up. You don't clean your room. You don't clean the bathroom. Got company over here. And she probably thinking we filthy, living like pigs and da-da-da. I'm like, oh, I don't think that. Please don't put me in this. So I'm just, I don't know what to do. So the mom stopped yelling. And she was like, it's some orange juice in the refrigerator if you thirsty. And this and that and da-da-da-da-da. Go right back to yelling at Chelsea. I was like, oh, where is my aunt? She said she was going to be here. She always on time. Where's she at today? She want to be late. No, please come. I need you right now. I was for the text her. I'm like, no, because she probably going to be like, don't rush me. I'm damn near tiptoeing up the stairs, hoping nobody see me, say nothing to me or nothing. I mean, not that they would have, y'all. I got scared. I ain't even going to lie.
It's like, you know how you at your friend's house, they get in trouble, and you, for some reason, you think you're finna be next. It's like that PTSD of watching your sibling get their ass whooping you next. That's like, what was going on.
Let me get away from this. Y'all, I finally get the text. My aunt come on outside, I'm outside. So I'm like, yes, thank you so much, y'all. I damn near slid down the stairs trying to jog down them so fast. I go downstairs with my bag and it's like, what do I say? Because I don't want to interrupt her yelling. Like, she done slowed down a bit. Y'all know how after the parent is done yelling and they just basically doing that ad-lib and shit where they just talking shit, but they not really saying nothing. They just repeating everything they just said again. So yeah, that's what her mom doing. I'm like, ooh, do I interrupt that? Do I interrupt the repeat of the yell? The recap? So I'm like, oh, my aunt outside. I'm about to leave. I just say that. And Chelsea was like, bye, you want me to walk you out? And I was like, no, you don't have to if you don't want to. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk you out. Because I don't know, I guess she didn't want to be up in the house. Because her mom was going off on her. I swear her mom was like, she was saying stuff like,
you ain't having no more company over here because I'm sick of your ass. I don't even want you here and you want to bring people over, da da da.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. I forget about the whole situation. I don't forget about it, but I'm not thinking about the whole situation. I'm thinking, okay, this is the last time we're gonna speak of it because she just got her ass chewed out about it. Right? Tell me why I get to school the next day, because that was a Sunday. I get to school the next day. It's around like fourth period. Me and Chelsea, I had seen her, but it was always like briefly. Not fourth period. It was before lunch. Maybe it was like second or third period. Whatever. I had seen Chelsea briefly and we had talked like, hey, hug, whatever, all that shit. But I hadn't seen her like for like a period or two. So it was around that period. And y'all know how the teachers stand outside. Well, at least back then they did. They stand outside the door until like until the bell ring, basically, until like all the kids get in the class. So that's what some of the teachers was doing. They were standing outside by the door just saying, hey to everybody, hey, whatever. I remember I'm by my English teacher. And this other lady, she wasn't my teacher, but she knew my name. And I did not like her. I don't know why she used to even pretend like, hey, hi, Anna. No, I don't like you. Why are you talking to me? The girl comes up to me that we had called. The one who is dating Landon friend that Chelsea always trying to talk to her boyfriend. That girl come up to me. She passed me a note. I guess she ain't have time to say everything she needed to say, but she passed me that note. And it's crazy because like, after the class that we got out of, it was going to be lunchtime. I don't know why, I can't remember what period it was, but whatever. After, when the bell rang again for class to be over, we was gonna go to lunch. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna sneak and read it whenever the teacher turned it back and stuff, because I didn't sit at the front. So yeah, I opened up the note. Y'all know how the notes were. Y'all, this is how the notes was when we used to write them. When I used to write to my best friend, name, date, subject. Like, it was like we was filling this out to class, a class report. Song, like what song are you thinking about right now, or what's your favorite song right now, what mood you in, write the song. It had all kinds of stuff down there, right? Favorite color, this, that, whatever. Relationship, best friend, like everything. So mine would have looked like name, Tatiana, date, whatever date it was, what class you in, what song you think about. I always put like Jodeci. Y'all, it was this thing when me and Chelsea would get into it and we would pass the notes back to each other. The song would always be TLC, what about your friends? Because that would let me know, like, that would let each other know, like, oh, she's mad, or oh, Chelsea's mad because TLC, what about your friends? Are they gonna da da da? Whatever. That's how you know it's a fucking problem in a friendship. Bitch, no, I don't even read all that. I skipped that part. I'm like, I'm gonna come back to it because what's this note about? Because this girl don't usually pass me notes. So she said,
I'm not trying to be messy. Do not tell Chelsea I told you this, but she came up to me and
I'm gonna name her best friend Jackie.
She told me and Jackie that when you spent the night over her house this weekend, she said your coochie was stinking, you wouldn't take a shower, you went and told her mom, and her mom ended up going off on her, and she sent your ass, like, she made you go home.
And I was like, that is not what happened. That is not what went down. So y'all, I'm reading this and my heart is like, I'm starting to like shake because I'm mad. This bitch finna, I already know what's finna happen. She finna lie and tell the whole school how my think like she did with Kiana. Y'all, is this too much? I feel so drained even telling this shit. I'm so sorry if it's too much. So I could not wait for that bell to ring because I'm just like, who the fuck is she telling this shit to now? And better yet, who is this girl telling? Who is Jackie telling? Like, I just felt like they was telling everybody. Y'all, the bell finally ring. And I'm looking for Chelsea. I'm momming through these hallways looking for her. Can't find her. I finally find her. She's I circled a little thing because the whole school was like one big old circle. So I circled a thing and I see her. She's standing by that one teacher that I don't like once again. So I go up to her. So I'm like, why are you telling so-and-so my she's thinking blah, blah, blah. And she was like, what?
What the fuck are you talking about?
She said, what the F are you talking about? But I don't even know how this, like, the hallways was literally so loud. It's like this teacher was specifically trying to eavesdrop on what we were saying. So all I hear is the teacher like,
language!
Okay. Like, we couldn't even be mad at each other because the teacher kept butting in. So I was like, you told so-and-so this, that, and the third. And she was like, I did not say that. I was basically telling her what happened. She was like, I said I thought this and I da-da-da and my mom da-da-da. Like, she was basically recapping what happened. And I'm like, that's not what she's saying. That's not what she's saying. I said, why the fuck would you tell her that?
Language!
From the teacher behind us. I was like, she scared the shit out of me. I was like, so she was like, it's a joke. I wasn't saying that. I was just telling her what had happened. I wasn't saying that it actually stunk and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's not fucking funny. I did keep dropping F-bombs. I did. I could see why I got in trouble. I can. So she was like, Tatiana, get over here now. And so I'm still talking to Chelsea. She was like, now. Tatiana, y'all, all I hear is these keys. When I hear the keys, I know it's either the principal or the assistant principal coming walking through the hall. So I was like, let me just walk over there. So I walk over there. It's too late because it was the principal. The principal that hated me, might I add. He hated me and Chelsea. He hated our ass. So yeah, he come. So the lady is like, I'm writing her up. And I was just about to send her to your office, Mr. Something Something. And he was like, what happened? Miss So-and-so, what happened? Talking to me, talking all slow. I hated the way he talked. Oh my God. So I'm like, I don't know. She just kept calling my name. I don't know. I'm just talking to Chelsea. Mind you, I look over, Chelsea gone. Not that I expected her to stay, but Chelsea gone. Y'all, I'm like, this is lunch. I'm like, I'm about to go to lunch. And the man was like, you're about to come to the office with me. We have to do your write-up and call your aunt. Because he already knew I live with my aunt. He called my aunt so much. My aunt was like, she felt like she was dating him. So yeah. We go to the office. This was 100% my fault. Now, any other time, I'd be like, oh, he did this because he hated us. But no, this one was my fault. I could take responsibility because I kept dropping the F-bomb. Because I was mad. Like, don't do that. Because one thing about rumors in school, they spread. And nobody cares if it's true. They just going to spread that. And that's a rumor that's finna stick with you. Because if that rumor get out that your coochie stink, you just stinky coochie bitch now. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, she claimed she was playing or whatever. Now fast forward to years later, when if y'all recall back to the story time of how we jumped the girl because when we was hanging out with them two sisters, one of the sisters got jumped in the club because she didn't want to hang with us that night, so she went and did her own thing at the club and ended up getting jumped. And we pulled an all-nighter, and then at the end of the night, we heard that she got jumped, kicked out the club, face was bloody, whatever. So we had to go make it right. We had to go rectify the situation, and we ended up jumping the girl that set her up. She basically got set up at the club. So we found the girl and we jumped her ass. Them two sisters even used to live in my neighborhood at one point. And I said that one of the main sisters that Chelsea was cool with, because it was like Chelsea was cool, real cool with a sister, and I was cool with a sister. And the one that Chelsea was cool with, they had this toxic relationship. They would fall out like every other week. It was a fallout. Sometimes it was big, sometimes it was small. This time it was a big one and they didn't talk for a while. So they started reaching out to me. Well, the one that I was cool with started reaching out to me like, girl, yeah, you know, you can come over anytime. I did go over there a few times, but I didn't like hanging with them, especially at their house without Chelsea, because I felt like we was cool through Chelsea. Like, yeah, I knew of y'all in school when we went to school and I had a class with one of y'all, but we was not that cool. So yeah, that time that I went over there though, and the sister that Chelsea had fell out with was talking mess. I told y'all that she was talking mess and she was trying to get me to talk mess about Chelsea. That's what she was saying. She was like, yeah. And Chelsea was like, yo, coochie stinking, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, she said your skin don't look clean. And she was just saying all kinds of shit. And I was like, what? But the kicker was that, she was like, yeah, Chelsea said you look a monkey and blah, blah, blah. But the kicker was that before this fallout happened and the girl, one of the sisters was telling me this, Chelsea told me that one of the sisters said that about me, that my coochie stank and my skin don't look clean. And she said that I resemble a monkey and blah, blah, blah. And Chelsea was like, I told that bitch she looked like a dog and I call her a dog face hoe. And Chelsea would always tell them to their face that they resemble dogs. So yeah, I kind of believed Chelsea, but now I'm over here and that same sister is trying to flip it like Chelsea said it. I don't know, y'all. I just kind of, the coochie part, I know, I done said that word like so many times. I'm gonna have to bleep that word out so much. That's annoying. the stanking part, I was like, maybe she did say that, because I had a flashback from all those years ago when she was going around the school telling people that. Now, don't get me wrong, I wasn't. Now, she didn't go around the school, but whatever. She just told them 2 girls, so I wasn't labeled the stanky coochie girl, but it never like got around or nothing. But it's still embarrassing, you know. So, oh, that's another thing, y'all. Before this happened, it was an incident where me and Chelsea skipped first period because she was supposed to do my hair as soon as we got to school. So we in the bathroom stalls, and I'm like squatting on the floor, and she's sitting on the toilet, and I'm in between her legs, and she doing my hair. And I smell a smell coming from her, but I'm like, I don't know if it's her or if it's just like the restroom or the toilet that we in. And then I'm like, why is she sitting on this dirty ass toilet? Yeah, so she put them twists in my head. When we done, we get out the stall, and she going to another stall, and she was like, oh, I need to change my pad. So I'm like, okay, that was her. I wasn't tripping, but I didn't say nothing. You think I went around the school talking about, oh, her coochie stink eyes? She was doing my hair, and I was in between her legs and her coochie. That's the natural. It's gonna happen. Like I said, you have a pad on too long, you don't change it in a timely manner, a smell is gonna emerge. And it happened. I didn't say nothing. So yeah, when the sister was telling me that, I had a flashback from all them years ago. And I was like, that's fucked up. I was thinking, I still wasn't gonna talk shit about her, but I'm like, that's fucked up if she really just doing that, because I know that me and Chelsea had fell out. I know me and Chelsea had fell out at one point before this, and she was still talking to the sister. So I'm thinking like, maybe that's the time she did it. But like, why would you do that? Girl, whatever. At the same time, I do feel like nobody was innocent, because I did used to like talk shit about Chelsea and say little shit, but it wasn't never no her stuff stinking, you know, this and that. It wasn't like, it never got that deep. It was only like surface level shit. Like I would just say shit like, oh, the bitch is messy, I can't stand her fucking ass, and blah blah blah. She do this and she do that, and she always put me in a fucked up situation. It'll be stuff like that. But whatever, y'all know friend group drama. I ain't gonna drag this out too long. Oh my god, I hope I got everything in here. I already know I didn't, but that's pretty much it. Let me know if y'all ever been in a situation like this. Do y'all got like what? It was really ridiculous. And mind you, at the time the sisters told me, I wasn't talking to Chelsea either, but she thought that I was finna sit up here and talk shit about it. I'm like, girl, even if I was gonna talk shit about her, I wouldn't do it to you, because I know y'all relationship is so hot and cold. Y'all gonna be friends in 2 days. Me, I'm a bitch that can hold a grudge. We probably not gonna be friends till next month. So she was really just trying to set me up. But yeah, y'all already know the vibes. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna see y'all on my next one. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Did I already say that? I feel like I'm having deja vu. If I already said that, my bad. Yeah, bye. Bye, Nana. Love you so much.
I'm tired.
Girl. Fast forward, they agree, and they actually became kind of cool, which I ain't like that, because now you finna be texting her like, yeah, they doing this and da they did this every time, because that's actually what happened with that one time me and Chelsea snuck out and we got caught. She hit my aunt up like, damn, what the fuck? The clap. I don't even know why I did that, because there's nothing funny about it. But yeah, they was saying she had the clap. And why do they call it the clap? Let me finish Googling. Oh, the clam. Oh, why was saying clap? I said and everything. Thought I did something. Girl, stop it. Y'all, and then my aunt had this blue 2-door Jeep that I literally hated riding in. So I'm like, hurry up and drive off for her neighbor's seat. Yeah, I swear kids be embarrassed by the dumbest things, because like I really thought that car was a hoopty. The whole time it was definitely a car that was made in the 90s, but it was a decent car. Like, it wasn't no hoopty. It just looked real old. It's crazy. I could literally see, like, say me and Chelsea switched homes. She was more rebellious. She cussed. She snuck out. She did a bunch of stuff. Like, she would twerk in front of her mom and all kinds of stuff. Mind you, we young as hell. I could see that if me and Chelsea switched households and she lived with my aunt, she would have broke my aunt. She would have broke my aunt. Like, oh my God. My aunt wouldn't have been able to handle that at all. Because I used to like think about that. Like, if I lived here and she lived there, like I would get more freedom. But it's crazy because I probably wouldn't even use all the freedom that I had and this. It was crazy. What are you doing?
Walking.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to walk with your hands on your knees.
Stop.
Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
What are you doing?
Ooh, my ribs hurt. I don't know why. Nana, how can I help you, babe?
Babe.
Don't come over here. You trying to creep. You trying to keep it creepy to the camera. Nala, no. See, this ring light is not as sturdy as it looks.
But stop touching. Hey guys.
You just gotta have some part of your little body. No, I'm not playing. Nyla, don't disrespect me by not listening. If I tell you not to do something, you don't do it, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hey guys.
Little fat cheeks.
Can you just put, let me just put it on the camera for once, okay?
No, Nyla. What did I just say? Look, turn around, look at me. What did I just say? What did I literally just say? You still trying to do what I told you not to do. Go ahead and let me finish. Beat back on in there and watch TV.
Okay,
and
can I just kiss your fat cheek?
So we can go to the store. Yes.
Can I kiss?
So we can go to the store and I can come home. I still have to wash and do your hair. Wash, blow dry, and do your hair. Hold on, because I see you trying to get on camera. Thank you, Pookie. You're not on camera. Go on. Got it. I never had the balls to cuss in front of my aunt. Never. I was scared of that lady. I was not trying to get swung around by my hair, popped in the mouth. Cause listen, I wasn't too old for nothing. She always said, "You ain't too old for me to whoop your ass. You ain't too old for me to pop you in the mouth. You ain't." I wasn't too old for nothing. Okay. Like, that's how I feel like my daughter is small, but she's still pretty strong, and she's still a toddler. She got them strong legs. She will donkey kick the fuck out of you with them little legs. My daughter got like this athleticness to her. Like, I don't know. I just feel like she really need to get into some sports immediately.